Dogman. How you doing, brother?
What's up, twin? Uh, what's
I gotta
going
say, man, that
on?
New York City traffic sounds like a bitch, man.
Yeah, but that's LA traffic that be fucking you up like that. Yeah, you already
Well, man,
know.
I gotta say, man, the main thing is you're back home now, though, man. You know what I mean? We don't get traffic that bad down here in Canada, man. But I do know what when we were speaking earlier on the phone, man. When you actually said that the traffic, a lot of these individuals don't know what the fuck they're doing. I hear
Hey,
that, man. I really do. Because down here in Ontario, man, we actually have the same thing. We have people from Quebec, and bro, Quebec drivers are the freaking worst.
oh, bruh, the I don't even want to sound racist, but bruh, we got some horrible drivers down here. I'm talking about disrespectful, don't know the rules of the law. Oh man, it's bad, but I'm used to it, bro. I'm used to it. That's why I got this big ass truck. Try it if you want to. Try it if
I'm
you
gonna be
want.
honest though, man. I wouldn't want to mess with that beast, man. Because I'm just gonna say, man, you never know. You might get run over. Who knows, right?
Man, I mean, well, I do got license, registration, and insurance. So if you get rolled over, man, I'm gonna pull over and wait.
Hey, man. But one thing I gotta ask you, man, start off this interview because this is your second time actually, being on Outlaw Radio FM, man. And
Yes, sir.
But I remember during our first interview, you actually brought up the fact that you actually beat COVID. I believe it was not once but twice, man. And even when during that interview was going on, man, COVID was taking over the globe, and it
Oh
still is,
man,
man. Almost a year later, man. So I got to ask you, man, for a person that's been through it, man, that actually beat the virus not once but twice, man, what's some advice you can give these people that are actually watching this or listening to this and can be like, look, tell them how real COVID is and why they should wear their goddamn mask so we can get through this and get back to making money.
bro, look, check this out. I got a mask right here. I got one right here. I keep a few of them on me, bro. I can just tell people like this. In hood vibes, don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? COVID is real and COVID is taking people out. It's about population control right now. And a lot of people won't understand what I'm saying, but best thing I can tell you, you know what I'm saying, is just stay clean. That's the best thing I can stay clean and keep your immune system healthy. You want to beat it, that's the best way to beat it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trust that vaccine. You know what I'm saying? I beat it twice. And you know what I'm saying, I didn't take no vaccine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just more cautious now about where I go and who I'm with and who I'm around. I'm also more cautious about the contact that I make with other people. I am also more aware of my surroundings. I'm like hypersensitive to a lot of stuff like touching door handles and you know what I'm saying, like grabbing just picking up random stuff at the grocery store now. So I'm real hypersensitive about it. I don't do too much hanging out unless it's music involved and I'm working. Um my family and friends will tell you, I don't play around no more with it. I'm real nonchalant about a lot of situations, but I also think a lot more about what's going on around me not, just instead of just acting on being nonchalant. I'm nonchalant most of the time because that's me. But as far as taking care, I would advise everybody to take care. Be cautious. Wash your hands. Wash your stinking ass. Eat a lot of vegetables. Drink a lot of water. You know what I'm saying? Eat some fruit. Get some exercise. Excuse me.
And I'm And I most definitely agree with that there, dog, man. I really do, man. Like when COVID first originally came out, I was saying, oh man, it's just a flu, whatever. But then I started seeing individuals, man, you know what I mean? Like Fred the Godson, God bless his soul, passed away.
Man,
We also
yeah,
lost Kenny
wow.
G, man. You know what I mean? Miami-based hip hop legend Kenny G, man. That's when I realized,
Mm.
shit is real out here, man. So I started taking extra precautions myself. I just wish the whole world can realize that this stuff is real and we all do our parts so we can go back to normal living.
Look, one of my uncles just recently passed away from COVID. The day before his 101st birthday. He was a very healthy man. Even at 100 years old, he was still driving around, still able to do push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, jogged and walked on a regular. When he got sick, it was kind of a surprise, but it was also more of an eye opener because this man, as long as I have been living, I think I've only seen him catch a cold once in my entire lifetime. I'm in my 40s. My uncle passed away at 100. When he was 80 years old, he could do more push-ups than I could. So
Shit.
when the COVID took him out, it fucked me up. And you can Google his name. His name is Theodore Lumpkin. He was one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen living in California. So again, I say as far as this COVID, y'all can play stupid if y'all want to. Y'all can play with y'all lives if y'all want to. Y'all can, act like it's you know what I'm saying, it's a game. I honestly feel like the government is pumping up numbers and doing some radicalization of it. But at the same time, it only takes common sense, bro, and a little bit of logic to really see what's going on, you know? So again, I just tell people to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid. Eat a lot of
And I want
vegetables,
to
take
say
your
quickly there,
vitamins.
Compton, as well, man. My sincere condolences to your uncle, man. You know what I mean? He sounded like a phenomenal man. And I just wish when I'm at 101 years old, I'm able to walk and run and like bike around and whatnot, man. So he sounded like a phenomenal and a very strong individual, man. So my sincere condolences to you and your family.
Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And his wife is
And also,
Georgia Lincoln. She's still here, I want to just say, hey, Auntie Georgia. I know she probably ain't checking out this interview, because she herself has just turned 99. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
damn.
So, yeah, about 2 weeks ago, she turned 99. So, there's lineage in my family. So, I'm trying to do my part and stay around as long as I possibly can to see mine. I do have 8 children and 1 grandchild. So, you know, I really want to see my granddaughter grow up. I'm watching my babies grow up, but my granddaughter is only 2, and we only 5 days apart as far as our birthdays. So, you know, that's just more motivation for me to stay around and stay living and stay out of that funk, because a lot of people fall in that funk and don't know how to climb out of it. It's terrible.
And the one thing I got to ask you is, like, I went back and listened to our first interview to make sure I don't re-ask the same questions. And the one thing I actually couldn't believe I didn't ask you during our first broadcast was I remember how we were talking and whatnot. Obviously, you did your whole Death Row Records thing and whatnot. But I have to ask you, man, what was it like just being able to work at Death Row Records with like Snoop Dogg and the rest of the Dog Pound, man?
It was pretty fun. I didn't get to Suge kept a lot of the Crips kind of separated. So, I didn't really get to have as much fun as I do now, per se, hanging with Snoop and Corrupt and, well, Daz, he in Atlanta taking care of his mama doing his thing. But, that's still my bro too. So, it was pretty fun, hanging with Nate Dogg and, being around Warren and Quick and all of the fellas. I was really young and I just wish that I was more mature at the time. But, the experience, you can never take that away from me. It's not too many people that can say they were signed to Death Row before Tupac, so I'm honored, I'm grateful for the experience. I just wish that I would have utilized my foundation a little bit better at that time. I was only 18, 19, fresh out of high school, getting signed to the biggest label on the planet at the time. So, it was fun, but, I wish I could have done some things slightly different.
And I gotta say, man, being 18, being signed to a record label, like you said, Death Row Records, man, you know what I mean? Everyone at 18 years old getting like like probably a huge money deal, man. I think any 18-year-old guy would act like that, man. But you know what, dude? You did your damn thing. And, man, I got to say, you are a walking and living legend today, man.
And
So,
I
you know, and
appreciate
one thing
it.
I do got to ask, man, like, being at Death Row Records, did you actually get to be there when Tupac was there, or did you kind of, like, leave before that? Because I know Tupac came in, unfortunately, kind of near the end of Death Row. Because once Tupac, unfortunately, died, Death Row pretty much went downhill after that.
Yeah, Death Row was pretty much on his way downhill pretty much after Pac's first album on Death Row. It was like it was all in the works. It was just behind the scenes. You didn't see a lot of stuff, you know, but I was pretty much shelved at that point, you know, because of my cripping basically, and because of my stubborn attitude and my insubordinate attitude, I guess you could call it. So, you know, I was pretty much stuck in a contract with no work, you know. Sugar stopped signing my checks, and I ended up going back to the hood, selling dope, you know, and doing what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, in order to survive. Shit, I had babies at that time, and you know, at the time I was on again, off again father, but I was still trying, you know what I'm saying? I was still doing my thing, but you know, again, I was young and I never got to know my real father, so you know, I missed a lot of that guidance as a youngster that perceivably would have been possibly better if my father was here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming him. It wasn't his fault that he wasn't there. He was murdered, so you know, it wasn't like you know he had the choice to say, "Well, shit, this ain't my baby." You know what I'm saying? Or shit, that nigga ugly. I don't want that baby. I'm out of here. You know, anything. So, you know, but I just took that and made me out of it, you know. I am my father's child still to this day.
And the one last question I have pertaining to Death Row, Death Row, is that I actually saw like a while back they actually made a BET documentary series titled Death Row Chronicles. Unfortunately, down
Mhm.
here in Canada, we don't have BET, and I'm not gonna lie, I tried. Not gonna lie to our listeners. I tried to illegally stream it, you know, on those like websites, and I could not. I
Yeah.
couldn't find it, man. I could not find it. So I wanted to ask you, man, were you a part of that documentary? And if you were, man, like what was it like just taking part in that and reliving your Death Row days?
No, I wasn't even part of that documentary at all. It was a lot of artists that were on death row that basically just weren't given any shine, any type of you know foundation to stand on at that time. So, you know, it was more like I saw the documentary. It was more like for the more known artists, the artists that had some type of establishment there. You know what I'm saying? That had you know, some good standards with Suge. You know, most of it, you know, as you could tell, was pretty much the P Funk side. So, you know, you know, it wasn't anything that I was angry at. Shit, you know, I had a small part in Death Row. I wasn't a major star there. I was there, but I was getting checks out of Suge. I was working, but you know, I wasn't Suge. I wasn't Snoop, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't Daz, you know what I'm saying? OFTB or any of those guys, you know what I'm saying? Much love to my fellas, much love to Rum too. Red Rum, that's my bro. But you know, I I wasn't, you know, I wasn't. It didn't phase me at all that I wasn't a part. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my part and where I was at the time. You know, again, like I said, had I been more thoughtful in my process and been more mature, maybe I would have been a part of the documentary. But because you know situations happen, shit, you miss your shines. You know, no big deal.
And I got to say, I'm glad I have platforms like mine where I could really give artists like yourself, you know, the shine and be able to
Absolutely.
tell your story, man. So you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. If you're a part of Death Row, man, you actually have a percentage in that, man. So you know what? I'm glad that I'm able to let you tell your story, man, and let it get heard worldwide.
I appreciate it, bro. I really do. You know, talk to some of my bros from Def. I still keep in touch with Mob C. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the big securities back then. He was one of Suge's guys. You know what I'm saying? And me and him, we still cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm all the guys that I was cool with back then. You know what I'm saying? I'm still pretty much cool with right now. You know. The dudes that I had issues with, you know what I'm saying? I'm not beefing with them at this point in time in my life. If they still got beef, more power to them. But, you know, at this point in time, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing me. I'm a grown man. I'm living a whole different set of lifestyles in my life. You know, I'm not doing what I used to do, or you know, I'm not the same person. But again, you know what I'm saying? I'm still me. You know.
Well, definitely, man. And like you kind of said too, like back in the '90s, you guys had the East Coast, West Coast beef. You were 18. Now, like you said earlier, man, you have kids and you're got a grandkid, right? So you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Ain't nobody has time for beef nowadays, man.
Hey, look, I tell a cat real quick. When it come to beef, make sure if you want to beef with somebody, it's a situation that holds a lot of validity. And if that's the case, then make sure also in the same breath that it's something that you can talk about and be washed over with. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many cats dying over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying, a few days ago had one of my little homies from my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, get killed senselessly. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much speculation and finger pointing and people talking. Don't nobody know what happened, but everybody know what happened. So I just think that when shit like that occurs, it's time to, you know what I'm saying, let life take its course and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point you don't want to involve yourself in the wrong situation because you ultimately come out with the wrong outcome. You know, and the consequence behind the wrong outcome is never a positive one. So, you know, I wouldn't recommend putting yourself in none of them type of situations at this point in life. Beefing, I could shake your hand and we could be cool afterwards, or I could just agree to disagree, or I could just not fuck with you at all. Because if it come to me throwing these hands, I got those. We could do that all day. I love to squabble. I'd rather not do the pistol thing. Shit, I just recently took another bullet about my body, and I keep it right here as a reminder. Like, yo, this was over a petty beef, and this shit could have ended my life.
Shit.
I took this motherfucker out of my leg with some motherfucking tweezers, a paper clip, and a motherfucking razor blade. This been sitting in my body for at least 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Petty ass beef. That's what I think about beef, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people escalate situations that could have been just squashed with a hug or a handshake or an agreement to just disagree and go your separate way. You know, when I was younger, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, I thrived on beef. I looked forward to it, kept blammers on me. But I also kept getting shot, kept catching cases, kept missing out on my kids' life at that time. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't get that time back. All behind petty beef, it's not worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be a bigger man if you got to. Sometimes it don't make you a punk to walk away from a fight. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from a guy that used to love to fight on a regular. Yo, you want to get down? Let's go. You ain't got to say shit else. You know what I'm saying? My fingers is crooked to this day. You see this shit? My hands is toe up, beefing. You know what I'm saying? Got bullet in this hand right here. You see this knot right here? That's still a bullet in there, bro. Beefing. Mm-mm. I'm in my 40s. I'm trying to see my 50s. I have a nice career going on, and it's about to take the fuck off with this new music I'm putting off. Why would I put myself in a situation as far as beef is concerned to fuck that off? I've
And
been
I gotta
doing
say,
that
that's
shit
some
for
real shit, man.
years. I've been doing that shit for years. So why put myself in that situation again? I got friends that are never coming home behind petty beefs. Shit that could have been squashed. You know what I'm saying? Talked over, sat down at a table like men. I got cats that's mad at me right now because of this long-standing beef that I had with 8 for so many years, all of a sudden, we cool, we taking pictures, we handshaking, we from the same fucking hood. What we need to beef about? You know what I'm saying? The whole time we was beefing, it was certain shit I couldn't even get done in the music industry. Now that I've squashed my beefs and all of this shit, I can pick up the phone and call Exhibit. I can call RBX. I can call Chill 8. You know what I'm saying? Just about anybody you name from my era. That wasn't possible when I was out there fucking up and had problems with this dude and had problems with that chick. You know what I'm saying? And had issues with those motherfuckers. It wasn't working. So now that I got my mind right, I'm sober too. Don't drink. Don't do no more fucked up drugs. You can say weed is a drug if you want to, but I don't.
Oh man, that's a plant. That ain't even close to being a drug. That's a plant, bro.
Yeah, this is all I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck around with none of them other drugs that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? I used to do some heavy shit. I don't do none of it. And I quit that shit. No rehab, cold turkey. Because at some point I had to get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? And most beef is because people have demons that they don't recognize. You know what I'm saying? They have an underlying issue that hasn't been brought to the surface. So mentally, they're still in that same position of thought. So they don't change. I recognize a lot of shit, so I was able to change. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my woman, we actually haven't even argued in about 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a steady climb and it's a steady change. But beef in any situation isn't good. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, at home, me and my woman was beefing over the way I'm a strict disciplinarian. I'm firm. She's more nonchalant. So sometimes we bump head about the way we discipline our children. You know what I'm saying? That's beef. You got to figure out a way to get around that and fix that, but not just sweep it up under the rug, because it's still going to be a problem at the end of the day. You know? So I've learned to not try to figure shit out, because when you try to figure shit out, you go crazy. I've learned more to develop my understanding. And when you understand shit, you're able to take care of it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so-and-so just called me a punk ass bitch and spit on my car. Am I gonna kill this motherfucker because he spit on my car and called me a punk ass bitch? Or am I gonna laugh at the fact that I know I could whoop his ass, and I'm gonna get out and pour a little water on my car and wipe it down like it's nothing and let him feel stupid now? Like he just punked me, but the whole time I'm feeling like the bigger man. I won't have an issue going to sleep at night. He gonna wake up mad about the same shit tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and eat me some Cheerios and some ice cream or something, and probably eat me a bowl of vegetables or whatever I do. And I'm gonna continue on my life. But this motherfucker, because he beefing with me, is still living in that. I'm living in his head rent free, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in his head rent free. So, you know, I don't trip off the beefs, bro. I really don't. Like, yo, I might write a beef song just because it's entertaining and because I know this is what motherfuckers want to hear. But deep down, I'm cool on the beefing. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't antagonize the beef no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like antagonist type people, because I've been shot over antagonists. What? That was probably a bullet from an antagonist right there, and I'm trying to do my part. So no, as far as beef, talk it out, squash that shit, change your temperament, man, and don't be so judgmental and forthworth in your thinking and your direction about how you perceive the situation. Slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Take a step back. Use a little different common sense, and it works. You know what I'm saying? It keep people alive. It keep people from going to jail. It keep people from feeling like they gotta hate this person or that person for what? You know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers that started off on the same level of homelessness This dude done grinded and got his way into a Mercedes Benz in a 5-bedroom house, taking care of his kids. This dude living on somebody's couch in the garage, but he mad at this dude because this dude done worked hard. But this dude is expecting a handout because he made it and he didn't. I don't deal with that type of beef shit either. You know what I'm saying? Bye-bye. Gotta go. So yeah, man, I'm good on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think more. You know what I'm saying? I stepped into my big homie shoes and try to, you know what I'm saying, not and try to de-escalate the bullshit, because at the end of the day, it's not about the race, it's about the character. It's about the heart. If you love people, then you don't want to see people hurt. Because only hurt people hurt people. I'm not a hurt person anymore. I used to be hurt, but I can't say I'm hurt no more. I got a beautiful family, beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? My career is starting to take off. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? None of that could be accomplished with beef, bro. None of that. We probably wouldn't be even having this interview, because you'll be like, oh, no, Dogman, he might cuss me out or say something crazy. He might start whooping out guns on the screen or something crazy, you know? Or the line on the, this nigga crazy. Nah, I can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think.
And going back as well there, Dogman, when you actually talked about MCA, because like as you already know, man, like we've been chopping it up for like the past year, you know what I mean, and whatnot. I've been following you and what you've been doing, man. And I actually watched one of your IG lives when you're actually in the studio with MCA. And you know, if two people are in the studio, that means they're cooking something up, man. And I know you probably you can't let too many cats out of the bag right now, man. But I gotta ask, when this MCA and Dogman Compton project actually drops, what can our listeners expect from this, man? Because I'm excited as fuck, just waiting for this, man. I'm anticipated.
Well, first of all, y'all know y'all can expect some classic 8. Y'all can expect some good music. Y'all can expect to be floored, you know what I'm saying, behind the content, because me, 8 and I, you know what I'm saying, we from the same hood, we from the same city. You know what I'm saying? I grew up right behind him. He a couple of years older than me. So, you know, there's camaraderie there that, you know what I'm saying, when you do work, it's different than when you just ask somebody that you like as an artist to feature on your shit. Just like me and Ada's like brothers. We done been through the fights. We done been through the bullshit. We done been through the, you know what I'm saying? I done damn near got 1 million views dissing him and 2 million views or however many, doing all that bullshit. And for him to be able to say, well, you know what? I'm gonna be a big man and accept your apology. You know what? It's only work. So it's gonna be a beautiful thing when it do happen. And it's gonna be something that I can attest to, saying that, yeah, it's gonna be classic and the fans are gonna love it. They're gonna eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, those that know me, they know how I truly am. They know what I really am and what I stand for and what I stand on. Those that know 8 can't speak nothing less of him. You know what I'm saying? One of the most respected artists in the game as far as his gangster rap, and he's a legend in his own right. So, you know what I'm saying, how would it not be something great? You know what I'm saying? You think that what he did with Conway and Dave East and some of the other guys was dope? It was fire. But they don't have the same type of camaraderie that we have. They don't have the same type of connection that we have. We done been through the shit and back to the beginning again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats can't do that. It's not the same. With us, it's like it didn't skip a beat. You know what I'm saying? So when it does happen, just expect for something super classic and oh so great. You know? Something you could be like, oh fuck, yeah, Dogman wasn't lying. I'm proud of you, bro. Fuck yeah. You
By
know?
the sounds of it, man, it sounds like it's gonna be It's gonna be freaking like it's gonna be absolute fire, man. I think that shit is gonna melt the snow down here in Canada, man, when that shit drops.
Check it out. You know what I'm saying? It'll melt the ground when it's 10 below. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna melt the ground when it's 10 below. We are over here working and cooking and keeping a lot of shit in the cut. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, we dropped the Chills album first. He got an album he dropping. We working on it right now called The Elephant. You know what I'm saying? And after The Elephant drop, then we doing my album. It's currently called Indecisive, but you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about changing the title a little bit because the schematic and the way that the formula is going on the album is giving me a different thought process. But you know, I think I sent you a couple of the songs off of the album.
Oh hell yeah, man! I've been spinning them like no tomorrow, man. Listeners have been
Oh,
calling into
man.
the radio station and being like, "Man, I've never even heard this Dogman Compton stuff before, man. Like how do we buy it?" And I'm like, "Dude, it ain't available yet, man. This is like
Oh
hot off the
man.
press, but it's not even out
Not up
yet."
to us, exclusive. You know, but no other DJ has what you have. You are the only one. You are the Neo.
I have this one guy, man. He's from the UK. And I never really caught his name, man, but he actually calls in to the radio station line, which is like, as you already know, man, that's calling from the UK to Canada. This man calls into the station just to hear your new joints, man. He requests them almost every second day. And in my head, it's like, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're
Man,
that. I had to tell this guy, I'm like, man, like, you have. I told him on the phone one day, I'm like, do you have long distance calling? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, good, man, because the radio station ain't gonna pay your phone bill. You know what I mean? But it's nothing
right.
but love, man. People are loving your new joints.
Man, I appreciate it. And you know what? As a matter of fact, when we jump off this joint, send me an email again. I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you a couple of more new ones, you know. And the next time you spend one of the new ones, when that guy calls in, you tell him that I personally said, man, I appreciate you, thank you, and I love your support. And the next song that I drop, man, just know you were in mind because you made it happen. I was gonna hold up a minute, but I'm gonna shoot them to you a little bit early, just because that one guy said, "Yo, I want to hear Dogman Compton." That's so much love. I don't care if it's one person or a million persons. As long as people hear my shit and they love it, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know?
And
And
man, if you send it, I'm most definitely gonna spin it down here in Canada, brother.
you already know, man. I appreciate you so much. You already know how I fucks with you, bro. I fucks with you the long way and the strong way. You know what I'm saying? No homo. But you know how that go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah, you know that other guy, we ain't gonna even give you no props and say his name right here, but you know, fuck dude. You know? Fuck
I'm not
dude.
gonna lie, man. When you actually made that video and put it on IG and you tagged me, I was watching it and I was like, "Oh shit!" Because like that's mad respect to me, there, dog, man. Because I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
I grew up listening to your music, bro. You know what I mean? So just being able to have an individual that you grew up listening to, that you know had albums of when you were a kid and whatnot, and then you grow into like a DJ and you're working alongside legends like yourself, and you see that video like that, it just shows that I'm doing something proper, man. So I appreciate the love and all the support that you give myself and my platform.
Oh man, most definitely, man. I appreciate the fact that you even gave me a call the first time you called. I'm still like floored, like, whoa, somebody actually recognized me after all these years. Thank you. Thank
Because
you.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I look at it like this. Every label has their Snoop Dogs. Every label has their Dr. Dre's and their super producers. But people always see these megastars and they tend to forget the people that are actually working underneath them. You know what I mean? And the people that are working underneath, man, still actually made hella dope projects.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
Snoop Dogs and the Dr. Dre's that always get the public eye, but it's people that like real hip hop that's gonna see the people down below and be like, shit, man, that's fucking fire.
Man, I guarantee this new project, if it's not fire, I'm gonna stop rapping and I'm gonna go try to get me a job at Winchell's or McDonald's or something. Either that or I'm gonna get a job as a paintball target. You know? Seriously. But yeah, man, I really been focused on the music this time and focused on putting out quality product, not just one or two songs on the album and the rest, you know, every single song I've actually sat down and taken my time, put my mind and my thought into it, my soul, my spirit, my balls on the paper. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my homeboys is telling me, nigga, you got a demon in your pen. Because everything that I'm writing with a purpose. You know, I wrote a song about my mama. My homeboy, he heard the song. I played it for him and he broke down and started crying. Not because of the content, but because he could relate to it. He was going through that same shit and he didn't know if anybody else was really going through it. So he could relate to him, and it made him feel like it gave him an outlet. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody don't have the same situation. You know, everybody's life ain't perfect. You know, people have situations that bring them down, and sometimes you never know what can help them back up, even if it's just a little bit. So every single song that I'm doing on this particular project is built around building you up, giving you something to believe in, believing in yourself, and understanding more about reality. Because these new rappers ain't giving you no sense of foundation and reality in your music no more. It's so watered down and everybody sound the same. Let's get back to some originality and some uniqueness. Like when you heard a song in the 90s, you knew that was Busta Rhymes, or you knew that was Mobb Deep, or you knew that was Snoop. They didn't sound the same. Back then it was called biting. If you sounded like somebody else, if you took their content, if you took they swag or any type, you know what I'm saying, that was biting. And now it's like it's so looked upon as the thing to do when it was so frowned upon back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So my thing with my music, bring it back to where it was when you can hear somebody and be like, oh shit, I know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell the difference between Tupac and DMX. You can tell the difference between RBX and Exhibit. You listen to Lil TJ and NLE Chopper and all these other cats, and you be like, who was that?
And even like even back in the day as well, you didn't even have to have the actual artist on the beat. You could just listen to the beat and be like, okay, that's an East Coast joint. And you can slide in and be like, okay, that's a West Coast joint. You can just tell by the beat, and
Exactly.
you need the artist on it.
Or you can
Now
hear the beat
everything's
and
the
know it
same.
came from Atlanta or something. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Outkast sounded so different than NWA. NWA sounded so different than Poe Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. When you hear them beats, it's like, even without the lyrics, you know where it came from. You know who it is. Nowadays, it's like, shit, I don't know. Dr. Dre? No, nigga.
And
That
I'm gonna I'm gonna be honest though, man. I can't see Dr. Dre doing any of this new stuff, man. But actually, speaking of Dr. Dre, man, I gotta say I'm glad to hear that he's actually out of the hospital and doing well, man. I guess he
yeah.
went right to the hospital, went right into the damn studio, man. Like
Mm.
that guy doesn't know when to stop working, man. But you know what? I gotta
Hey,
say, I know Dr. Dre probably won't watch this, you know what I mean? But if he is down the line, man, I'm glad to see that you're doing better, man, and you're actually out. You know what I mean? And also drop the detox. We want that.
man, I've been wanting to detox for 15 years. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
think
tired
I
of
think we've
cats
been ready,
leaking
man. We've
shit.
been ready for at least 14. We've been ready for at least 14, man.
Man, let me tell you some real shit though. Doc, he's so serious about his music. You know, when shit get leaked, he'll exit a whole project and say fuck it and work on a whole new artist and figure another something out. You know what I'm saying? Doc, he just so full of everything up here. It's like for him, in my eyes, I just think he'd rather not even work on no more of his shit and just work on other people's shit. So you know, but I would love to see the detox, and I'm happy that he's out the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Dr. Dre. Shouts out. You know, he was one of the coolest cats on death row when I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. He was one of the coolest. He was also one of the most serious, but, you know, comes with the territory being who you are.
And another serious individual, man, that you had the opportunity to work with, man, and we have mutual friends on this one, man, is actually Mad Pup, man, out of Inglewood, California, man. I have to say, how did you and Mad Pup get connected, man? And what was it like working with him? Because I got to say, man, he is a phenomenal, talented individual, man.
Hey, bro is dope. I like fucking with Pup. But our mutual friend was Mike T, DJ Mike T, from also, you know what I'm saying, of CMW fame. You know what I'm saying? They were one of the original DJs. You know what I'm saying? Him and Chill and 8 are still cool. You know what I'm saying? They still talk and they still work here and there. And Mike T always heard about me, always knew about Mike T. So when we met, it was just like, boom, we immediately clicked. And the first thing that he brought to my attention was that he knew this blood rapper that he felt like act just like me, just a blood version of me. I was like, what's that bullshit? I met this nigga and I'm like, whoa, he's dope. Yeah, he a cool individual, you know. So, you know, for me, I'm way past that color line shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Respect builds your character. You know, I don't give a fuck where you from. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Pup right there. What up, Pup?
Yep, yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely,
that's my
man. And
dog. Yeah.
I want to say, for instance, I'm not just bringing this up because we have him in the chat. I actually had this in my question list originally, man, because I checked out the joint you guys did together, man, and it was absolutely slapping. So I got asked, man, do you guys have any plans to work together in the future again, like maybe on your new project?
We don't have no plans at the moment, like definite, but it's always a door open for Pup. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always a door there. This dude is dope, bro. It's like, yeah, you can't take that away from that guy. He's dope. You know what I'm saying? And as far as street, he's really a blood. Like, you know, he's really a street nigga. So, you know, that makes it better to work with him because we like the same shit. You know what I'm saying? He just a blood and I'm a crib. Who gives a fuck where we from? You know what I'm saying? He's dope as an artist. He ain't on no bullshit. He ain't on no, you know what I'm saying, no sneak diss type shit or nothing like that. He out there getting his money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say nothing bad about Pup. Even if somebody told me something bad about Pup, I might just slap the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Pistol whip him or something. Like, you talking about the wrong motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like if someone talked bad about Pup, we might see the old Dogman Compton for about like 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
Probably like 9 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I might give it to him on some. It depends on the level of disrespect. I live by the credo. Your altitude reflects my attitude. Meaning, however far you take it, just expect for me to add just a little bit more aggression than you just brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the older I get, the more I feel like the faster I got to take you out. You know? So I practice avoidance, but please don't think that I'm a sucker on no ends of the spectrum. No ends of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I started banging in '88 and I opted to get courted on. I lived in my hood. My big brother from my hood. My daddy lived in my hood before my hood was my hood. You know what I'm saying? I could have easily walked into that, but I opted to get courted on and use these hands because that was what my mentality was. And I would hate to be restructured into that, but, you know, just know that way deep down inside this old guy, that young guy will fuck your life off if you give him the opportunity on the wrong, you know what I'm saying? Just don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? I only play with my grandkid and my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't play with nobody else. I joke around with my loved ones and my day ones, but that's it. Other than that, because that shit cause problems, you know? So, yeah, I chill. I do my thing.
And the
Yeah.
one thing I got to ask you, man, while we're on the topic of this, actually, is because I got a lot of local listeners as well as listeners worldwide. But in my
Right.
area, man, we have a lot of young kids. They're white, probably whiter than me, actually. They make Vanilla Ice look black. But that's all I'm going to say.
God
But they
damn.
But I'm gonna be honest though, man, that they think they're Bloods, they think they're Crips, and they act like gangbangers, man. Like I want these individuals to hear it from an individual that's been doing it, that's been in the real Bloods and Crips since '88, man. Like, what's some advice you can give some of these wanksters that actually want to be real gangsters, man? Like, well, what's some advice you can give them?
The best advice I could give them, basically, you can only perpetrate for so long before you run into a real one. And then the question is, what you gonna do when you run into that real one? Because that real one ain't gonna play with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you ain't really about that life, don't try to play with that life. You can try to act like your favorite rapper and your favorite actor on TV that's a gang member. That shit gonna get you caught up and get you killed quick. I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be like these niggas you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Compton, LA, California. We started some shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? It's all fucked up now the way gang banging. We had rules and regulations to this shit when we first started gang banging. Now it ain't no rules and regulations like it used to be. All these youngsters is pretty much reckless and disrespectful and don't have no code. You know what I'm saying? I still live by a code. You know what I'm saying? I'm not active in the streets as far as gang banging, but my reputation's still good. I can still go to my hood. As a matter of fact, I was just in my hood yesterday. But I don't feel that you guys should be followers. You guys, you know what I'm saying? You see something that us black kids is doing, you know what I'm saying, is actually our lifestyle, and y'all popularizing it and trying to make it a trend. That shit gonna get your cap flipped off you. You know what I'm saying? So I would just recommend, like, yo, live your life, be happy, do what you do, and stop trying to emulate these Bloods and Crips. Because at the end of the day, we over here really living and dying for this shit, and y'all making a mockery of it. That ain't cool. So y'all doing it for the wrong reasons. So I would just, you know what I'm saying, recommend that y'all not do it at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. This 2021 and you still trying to gangbang? I know niggas that ain't coming home. I got so many obituaries in a box in my house, man. And 90% of them gangbangers. So I would, yeah. Oh, man. Gangbanging now, you want to start that shit, you want to be like somebody else, you're
And I
stupid.
gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, that those two sentences, you know what I mean, not coming home and obituaries in a box, that says it all, man. You know what I mean? That's all I got. That's all we gotta say, man. That says it all.
Look, man, do I gotta repeat this shit? I just pulled this one out of my body. I was blessed to live through it. I got a homeboy that got hit in the head that didn't come home that day. You feel me? Y'all want to play games with this shit? Real talk. I don't even actively gang bang no more. But best believe, sitting right here in the parking lot of my own house, I'm protecting myself. Period. It is that serious. It's not a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you like this, though. If you want to live by the sword, you damn sure gonna die by that motherfucker. Real talk. Real talk. I ain't got no love for you dummies. You know what I'm saying? When we started this gangbanging, we had purpose. We had we had we had things that we had to get done. We had things that we had to take care of, people we had to protect. You know what I'm saying? We was protecting our communities and shit. Ain't none of that shit going on now. None of that shit. So I wouldn't recommend starting it. I wouldn't recommend claiming it. I wouldn't recommend acting like it. Just playing that game and get your hat knocked off. For real. You know what I'm saying? You tell the wrong person I'm a Blood or I'm a Crip, and they ain't gonna give a fuck about you. Just, oh, you're not really from there. You done already convicted yourself. You put yourself in the court. You didn't put yourself in the box. Why? Because your favorite rapper throwing red rags around in videos and shit? Because your favorite actor, you know what I'm saying, just knocked out 6 niggas in the pen and he from a Crip hood and got his hood tatted on his back. You know what it take to do a lot of this shit? Niggas getting tattoos now, and it ain't even a problem. Back when I was a kid, you got a tattoo, you had to earn that motherfucker. Shit's so different now. I don't respect you cats that's out here trying to do this old funny style gang banging. I really don't. Y'all killing mothers and fathers, babies, kids, brothers, people's best friends. For what? A reputation? That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, when that person is dead, that person is dead. So that's just 2 or 3 lives fucked off. As well as everybody that's attached to that person that love that person on either side. So why do it?
And I gotta ask you there, Doug, man, like, what is next for you music-wise, man? Because I do know that we were talking earlier, and you said you literally just got done a video shoot today with The Chill. So you already know that's gonna be some fire dropping on YouTube soon, man. But what can we expect from your up-and-coming releases? And is there anything we missed talking about during this interview? Well, I would say this evening, actually.
Well, shit, first off, let me give a couple of shout-outs that I seen in the comments to my boy Pup, and I seen my cousin Wiz Propane, who is also a phenomenal artist, saying something in the comments, and I didn't holler right then and there. Don't think I was being shady, cuzzo. I saw your comments, but I was concentrating on the conversation. But yeah, I see you, cuzzo. But yeah, of course I'm doing this album that I got coming out in a few months with Chill. As far as collaborative projects, I don't have anything solid right now except for I think Enemy, and I can pretty much say that I can guarantee I can get my cousin Wiz Propane on some shit. But right now it's just pretty much we just focusing on this one project and getting the best material that we can for this project and putting that out and then going from there. I'm already writing for my second album, for the next album actually. But we pretty much are focused on this one. We want to make this one real big and very grand so that when I step into those shoes, you know what I'm saying, y'all know I'm not joking. You know what I'm saying? I'm really working real hard on this one. You know what I'm saying? Putting a lot of thought into it as far as, what I'm talking about, how I'm talking about it, who I'm talking to, and where I'm trying to go with this project. So, it's pretty much gonna be all me. Right now, the only 2 features that I really do have on my album are Corrupt and my homeboy Weeze from the Dirty OGs, Big Weasel Locomotive on the track. He'll breathe and attack and annihilate the whack. But yeah. But as far as who I want to work with though, of course my cousin Wiz Propane, my boy Enemy, my boy Mike Stroh. I want to work with Mike Stroh so bad. That dude he a killer on the mic. The Shoe Gang, my cousin Sloan Bone, who else? My cousin Burner Mike. I want to put the Chill on some shit, some more shit. I don't work with the I collab with Chill on some shit. We gonna do some work with A. But as far as like big features that I would like to work with, I want to get a joint in with Davies. I want to get a joint in with Jay Stone from All Money In, and Killer Twan a beast. I would love to work with that nigga, my homeboy Big Titter. We've been working before. I would love to work with him again. Exhibit, RBX, and my young homeboy, Young Blue, the Mexican artist. Ain't nobody fucking with him. And I would also like to work with my favorite female rap artist right now. Oh, she's so vicious. Snow the product. I don't think no female can touch her right now. But you know, I think that pretty much sums up my list. I got a few homeboys that I want to work with, but you know, as far as like big artists, and well, you know what? I want to work with Crook, and I want to do some shit with Snoop too. You know what I'm saying? I would love to work with Eminem, but you know, that would be like shit. I got to get that budget right for him, though. You know what I'm saying? But that pretty much would wrap up the whole. You know what I'm saying? Who I want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like just offhand, who I can really think about. You know, and shouts out to my cousin Black Diamond too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that'll be about it. You know, but as far as my project is pretty much all me. I want people to pretty much get a load of what I got and what I'm bringing to the table. Because on this one, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm basically every song I want to just flex my skills and show my true artistry. So each song is gonna be something different. I'm not rapping the same on no song. I'm pretty much not using uh none of the same cadences, none of the same flow styles. It's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real different.
And I want to say as well, we got an individual up in here named, your boy GH. He said lyrical or rap singing. I just want to let your boy know, man. You know, I don't mean no disrespect,
Ain't no rap
but
singing over here, bro.
ooh,
Bars.
he took it right up my mouth. This is a real OG, man. West Coast
Ain't no
legend,
rap
Death
singing.
Row
Look,
Records.
I pay R&B niggas to sing R&B hooks on my shit. I'm not singing on shit. I don't know how to sing. I got bars though, and I can fight. I can lyrically fight, and I can physically fight. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather do it lyrically. You really don't want to do it with me though. But you know what I'm saying? Bars, bro. He said, "Can we
I
hear
gotta
a
say, boy,
song?"
he is a West Coast legend, man. He has sat in the same room and worked alongside individuals like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, man, Death Row Records, bro. Like exactly, well, look at my curtain, man. Death Row Records. So, you know what I mean? If you want to hear
Yeah.
some of Dogman Compton stuff, all you have to do is Google him, man. Google Dogman Compton, and voila, there's a list.
A whole big ass list too. He said, "Can we hear something right now?" Shit, I can't. I don't got shit to play right now. Everything that I got, I don't got nothing on hard copy except for old stuff that's 15, 20 years old. You know, I still be listening to some of that shit to gain inspiration for new shit. But you know, just to give you some little bars. All right, I'll say if I piss on a diesel Optimus, I should just hop out the whip, you a house arrest. Hold up, hit you with issues. My pistols is vicious. My visions on knocking you off of your premises. Purposely popping and chopping your opticals. Wake up the block. The noise from the chopper go off in your coffin. I'm off in you niggas. On Compton, not no competition. Nowhere on this compass. I put that on crib. Hold up, I drink to get loaded. I loaded my pistols. I'm hoping you thinking I'm slipping. Then I spit this whole intricate shit. Then I kill him to send him the bill for the bullets I put in him. Janky, I'm shiesty. I'll beat up your bitch. Then I blame that shit all on your crimey. Then I murder him after you murder that nigga. That's how you break up a family. Hold up, my family dysfunctional. Fuck it, it's nothing. I function with weed in my
Like
system. The heat on my hip, turn the mic into liquid, my nigga. My vision is different. I get better and better. Consider whoever inedible. Call it inaudible. I think mumble rappers should be rapping without any audio. Call it applaudable. I get cheddar to wet up whoever think they got a better flow. On Compton, not no competition. Nowhere on this compass and die with your brain exposed. Adios. Chinga tu mama, little puto. You best to just let it go. Murder yourself, you little bitch. Look in the mirror. Let's see if your soul explodes. You know?
mic drop.
Bars. Bars.
But I
You
gotta say,
don't do the
Compton, man.
singing rapping, bro.
That shit was absolute fire, man. So I'm just gonna say that right there is Dogman fucking Compton, ladies and gentlemen. If you
Oh,
don't know
oh.
him, Google him. Google him. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He's there. You
I
know what I
can't,
mean? And that's DOG, not DOGG, just so we get it all correct here.
man.
DOG.
Dogman. One word. My first name, Dog Man. My last name, Compton. My middle name, fuck me if you want to. You know?
But no, dog, man, I gotta say, man, I won't keep up too much more of your time, brother, because I know it's getting late out there on the West Coast. You know what I mean? You're sitting in your parking lot, but I do want to say, man, it's always good chopping it up with you. It's always good to have you back on Outlaw Radio FM. I know the
Oh,
first
yeah,
time, man,
bro.
was live on the air, but looks like this time we did our video, man. But you know what? You're always welcome. You need anything radio-wise, don't hesitate to hit up your boy DJ Immortal.
Man, you already know, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for having me on, man. And thank you for everybody that tuned in and listened and everybody that, is showing some support and want to hear some new Dogman Compton. Best believe it's coming. I'm going to flex on them real soon. Just give it a little bit of time. We working. We're not trying to just give y'all anything. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of that going around. We finna give y'all some good quality music. Some shit y'all can stand on, listen to, and hop on the freeway and free your mind too. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Except for some bullshit. And yes, DJ Immortal is the motherfucking man. I see that. Boogie's
I
flavor.
appreciate you, Boogs. I appreciate you, and Compton. I appreciate you as well.
Man,
You're making the cracker blush, man. You're making the cracker blush.
oh shit. It's a true emotion, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I see you, Boogs, but when you spell my name, you gotta put that G and that M closer together. You know what I'm saying? First name Dogman, last name Compton, man. Much love. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
But I
Follow me
gotta
on
say, dog,
Instagram.
man, thank you so much again, brother. Like I said, anytime you need anything radio wise, hit me up. I got you, man. 97. You always have a home here in Canada, man, on 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM.
Oh yeah, man. Great show, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Hey,
man.
man, you're most certainly welcome, brother. And also, man, stay safe out there in California, man. I noticed you guys got a huge
Ooh.
lockdown order going on right now, man. So I'm not going to lie, man. Nothing can hold Dogman Compton down. He beat COVID twice. So you know what I mean? COVID ain't got shit on Compton.
Man, I ain't scared of it, but I'm more cautious of it. But, instead of drinking a soda, you know what I'm saying? I drink this. You know what I'm saying? Because the main thing about the COVID, before I let you go, bro, is you got to protect your immune system and don't allow yourself to be bamboozled with all the extra news and shenanigans that's going on. You feel me? Use your common sense. Pick up a book. Read the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe everything you see on TV. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? Just wash your hands, wash your ass, and give people some space. And in a few months, we're going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to the signs of the time. Population control is real. The government did and does have an agenda. I do believe that. So, you just got to get yourself ready, stay ready, and you won't miss out. You know what I'm saying? Just use your common sense and stay clean. Be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Get you some sea moss. Eat you a lot of vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Get you some silver. It's an immune system builder that you drink called silver. You know, and and get you some hand sanitizer. Keep you some shit in your car. I got a couple of them. I got one sitting in my passenger seat because don't nobody else ride with me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just stick to the basics, stick to the script. Don't believe it. Don't believe the banana in the tailpipe. Don't fall for the motherfucking the motherfucking meat on the rope. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fall in the pit. So, just be more cautious, you know what I'm saying? And then above all, keep your hands out your face and keep other people out your face. Keep yourself clean,
Most
really.
definitely, man.
You know what I'm
Just got
saying?
to stay positive, man, and use common sense, pretty much.
Really, 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 that's it. That's the main thing. I didn't even say that. You gotta stay positive. You know what I'm saying? And keep your vibrations high. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow yourself to fall victim to the negative energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what beats you every time, bro. Every time. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? When you look at it, it's nothing but a common code that can be beat with the proper procedures. That's how you look at it. But at the same time, you look at it as a common code that can kill you if you stupid. It's like playing with a gun and you think it ain't nothing in the barrel. You put the barrel in your mouth and squeeze the back of your brains out your head. Same different. You know what I'm saying? Just be cautious, be smart, stay positive.
And I also got to give one huge shout out as well, you know, to my wife. She's actually watching right now, Victoria_Brown 8704. That's actually my wife and the editor of Outlaw Radio FM as well, ladies and gentlemen. So she helps me along the background as well to make sure my white ass stays in check and make sure I'm staying on check. So shout out to my wife as well for all the support as well.
Hi, Victoria. How you doing, Mrs. Brown? Yeah. Hey, your boy, GH. I see your comment. Like I said, do your own research, bro. Don't believe everything that you see on TV. Don't be an idiot. That's what's up. Hi, Miss Brown. I see you. She just said, hey, dog man, what up? That's what's up. And she spelled it right. Y'all see that? That's brownie points.
And I got to say as well, I'm going to be honest, Compton, she actually listens to a hell of a lot of your music here in the household, man, because I always got that West Coast shit bumping, man. So I'm going to be honest, bro. Before I even got into radio, she knew who you were, bro, because, like, I'm going to be honest, I listen to your guys' fucking music like no tomorrow, so it is what it is, right?
I appreciate it. Like, so much. So much. And to the lady that said her son is tested positive for COVID, just stay positive. And I promise you, as long as you don't let them get on a respirator, they're going to be all right. Because a respirator is what's fucking you up. Let me give you a bit of game real quick. You have mucus glands in your body. You have mucus that goes all through or all around your body, right? Now, when you got that respirator compressing that mucus together like this, it's making it hard. It's drying it out. That's what's killing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That respirator is drying out that mucus. That's why your lungs is stopping. So, you know what I'm saying? The best way to beat that, drink a lot of hot tea, mint, ginger. You know what I'm saying? Make a hot toddy if you feel the urge. You're feeling a little under weather. But, you know, if you're feeling a little labored in your breathing, stay away from your asthma pumps and this and that unless you're really having an asthma attack. You know, you want to protect your lungs, protect your immune system the whole way around. And I guarantee you, at the end of the day, you'll be feeling like, okay, yeah, Dogman was right. You know what I'm saying? Just do a little bit of research, and I guarantee you, you'll thank me in the morning. You know?
Most definitely, man. And it sounds like great advice as well, man. Because you know those like you said, the respirators, man. Sometimes they do more harm than what they do good.
They do. And also, when you make your teas and stuff, keep them all natural. Use honey instead of sugar. Don't use no sugar, because sugar, after a while, it solidifies in your body also. You know what I'm saying? Just like butter or lard. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep things out of your system that will create that problem. So when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? And if you're feeling congested, get you a vaporizer. Rub you some Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest. And remember, drink hot tea, drink hot cocoa. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from milk and dairy that causes things that cause mucus, like cheese and eggs. And I guarantee you'll be all right. For real.
Most definitely, man. That's some great advice, Compton. And I gotta say, man, thank you so much again, man, for just years of amazing music, brother. You know what I mean? You made some countless hits, you know what I mean, that are going to be streaming for many, many years to come, man. I'm looking forward to this new record. And when it comes out, man, make sure you let me know, brother, because I need to buy myself a hard copy, man, because my neighbors might not like hip-hop, but they fucking will. They will when your CD comes, bro.
They're going to love it. They're going to love it. And if they don't, then I got a song that you can play for them about depression. Or I got to play a song. I got a song that you can play for them about moving funny. They'll stop moving funny after they hear that song. So, yeah.
Hey, man, if they don't like it, you know what happens? Don't care. Turn it up a little bit more.
Exactly. It's going to be
but most definitely,
fuck the residential districts up with it, you know?
I'm gonna be honest, like I live in a very rural area, bro. So like a lot of the individuals live around me listen to country music and classic rock, and nothing wrong with classic rock. Like, you know, if I'm around some people that are fucking with it, I'll listen to it. But hip hop's my love. So, but no one around here likes hip hop, if that makes sense, because I live in a very country redneck area. But I love hip hop, so.
One of my favorite redneck artists, his name is Atlas. He's an asshole. I love him to death, though. But, yeah, I couldn't even call him country. I got to call him a redneck artist. But y'all ain't never heard of Atlas? Atlus. That's how you spell his name. Dude is dope, and he's an asshole. I love it. I love his music though, and he just about as white as you, but he got more facial hair. But he be rapping and singing his ass off. Check him out.
Most definitely, man. I can't grow no facial hair, man. It comes out in patches and shit, so it just looks all fucked up when I have facial hair. So I shave it all off.
Hey, do like Mayweather. Get your implants on, dog.
The thing is, though, see, if anybody ever talks shit to Mayweather about the way his face looks, he just fucks him up. Me, it's like, you know what I mean? I don't think that look would look very, very good on me. You know what I mean? I think my wife would look at me and be like, you know what? The fuck back in there and shave that shit. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Natural is always better. And you have such boyish features, you know? Like, throw the charm on her. She gonna be like, ooh, no, you better not ever grow no beard.
But I gotta say, Comp, man, thank you so much again for giving us some of your time, man. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure down the line we'll make this happen again. You already know, man. We're connected, so anytime you need anything, man, don't hesitate to reach out, man. I got you.
Hey, bro, let me tell you like this. I'm planning on doing this same type of interview with me and you on a private jet. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do it big. We're going to do it big, bro. I appreciate you so much. Real talk.
Hey, man, most definitely, brother. You know what I mean? I can't complain going on a private jet. You know what I mean? I never flown before. I might look a little fucked up during the interview. I might be like this and shit, but we'll just tell people I smoke some bad weed.
I'm a hood nigga. I ain't never did shit like that. I ain't never been on a plane. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never flew nowhere. Everywhere I've been on buses and whips. So yeah, it'll be my pleasure, bro. We gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to
man, I can't complain on that, man.
They come get you and bring you back and tour you around Compton or something, you know?
I'll probably be the only white man to be as white as me to go into Compton and actually make it out alive.
Nah, it's actually we got white folks that actually live in the city now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I seen two today. I seen two today.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I've never been to Compton, right? I'm in Canada, so I normally always went with what you heard back in the '90s and the music. You know what I mean? Back from what I heard, man. A white man walks into Compton, man, it's suicide. That's what I got told like years ago, right? But I have gotten told by other individuals that it really has changed throughout the years.
In the 40s and the 50s, Compton was 90% white. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just like it'll fuck around and end up being 90% white at another probably 10, 20 years down the line. You never know. But, you know, cycles, they come and they go. Shit just keep repeating itself. So, you know, at one point when I was in high school, I didn't see any white people in Compton. Now I'm starting to see them. I done seen white people at the graveyard visiting graves. I done seen white people walking their dogs and late at night. Like, really? Okay. So, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I see, you know, from a government standpoint, how gentrification works. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that's a whole nother interview and conversation. So, you know, but yeah, man, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm finna run off in here and check on this kid. You know, he probably in there fucking the furniture up because he mad at the video games. You know what I'm saying? That kid will kick a hole in the wall if I don't pay attention. Halo, whatever.
Yeah, man. Video games do that shit to people, bro. You know what I mean? So I will let you go before, you know what I mean, before you see a chair come through the fucking window or something like that. But I just gotta say, man, thank you again for years of amazing hip hop, and we most definitely shall talk soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you, and thank everybody.
Hey, man, you're always welcome, Compton.
Yes, sir. Till we see you again, bro.
See you again, brother.